So I asked the landscaping guys that cleaned up the mess if they would leave us some logs, because we'll, you know, let them dry for a year and then we'll split them and burn them out back. Man, it's slow. Here we are back at it again. What am I doing? Well, I have to take the wheel off so I can take the arch off so I can undo the front. Because the car won't start. Maybe I should try to start the car before I go through all this, huh? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Get the wheel off the ground first at least. Turn the key, no check engine lights, gas gauge. And we put gas in it. I know there's gas in it. That's what it does. All right, same over here. Just enough to get this thing out of the way. Capture nuts are off. Time for you to go. Can't do it from down here very well. I mean, I could try, but that's not gonna work. Yeah, somehow when putting it on by myself yesterday, I broke this, which is just highly unfortunate. So I gotta glue that back together, tie wrap it back together. I don't know. It's running. Something with the headlights.
So, passenger headlight is disconnected. Car fires up, new fuse, gauges are working.
And look, now this thing's working.
Yeah.
Because it's stupid. Check engine light.
Okay, turn it off.
You want me to turn the headlight on?
No, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, just turn it off.
Okay.
Now we'll unplug this one, plug that one back in, see if it blows. If it doesn't there, then we know the headlights have to be on, and then we'll do the same thing.
Okay.
So now this time, driver's side headlight is out, passenger one is in.
Right.
Nope, that headlight. Cool. Problem solved. Well, kind of.
Seems like I'm always on this side when I'm filming. Okay, all those guys are back in. Let's get this freaking wheel on here. Whether it wants to go on there or not. You know how it goes. Why am I showing you this? Ugh. I don't even know what time it is, but we figured it out. I didn't film all of that. It's this. I'll show you in a second. Well, there's a picture that you can see, but we left this headlight out. It was my passenger headlight. The wires are fried inside the light. Insulation's all gone, creeping green, shorting out. I'm a bad Dave though. I never did put this jack stand in on this side. Oops. I can lower this in a second. Let me do the other side first. Still just have water in there. We'll do the coolant. I'll drive it a little bit tomorrow maybe. I'm not gonna drive it tonight because I only have one headlight. All right, let's do the other side. Taking my tools, get her done. Ugh. I don't know why I get to have all the fun. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, March the 9th. We got the car done last night, kind of, sort of. I've started looking and searching on Facebook Marketplace, messaged a couple people. about a new headlight. And so kind of to briefly recap that little journey, there are bits and pieces of video, but it was the car has something called an immobilizer, and the headlights are on that circuit. Trevor, my son, did his internet research at some forums and stuff, and we found out some information about that. I was asking people on Facebook at the same time, and then he checked the fuses, and a fuse was blown. And then we figured out which fuse it was, which was the dash pod gauges and other stuff fuse. And it's I think it's just a 5-amp fuse. And then we also discovered that a fuse was wrong size fuse was in for something else with the fuel sender. But yeah, so you know, we figured it out when the fuse blew a couple other times that it was that, and it was when we started the car, and then attempted to turn on the headlights. So we took the front end off again, or I actually already had it off because of the other thing I needed to fix, and just undid the headlights. And lo and behold, the car started right up, and all of the everything worked. In the cluster, all the gauges worked, and the fuel gauge especially was the one that we were noticing. And yeah, so then we put them back on one at a time and started the car, and then turned the headlights on. And then we were able to figure out that it was the passenger side headlight that when it was plugged in, and when that one was on and plugged in, that was the problem. So then there didn't appear to be anything wrong with the headlight. But as I've taken the headlights in and out as a part of this process, the wiring harness clips into a receiver in the back of the headlight. And then that, when we try to pull the headlight out, because the clip is a little tricky and it's 20 years old, it actually pulled the harness, the receiver thing, out of the physical back of the headlight, which is the photo that you saw. And Ben, my other son, at one point noticed it. He's like, man, those wires look pretty bad. And I'm like, okay, whatever, just shove it back in there. That was a mistake. And that's it. So yeah, I got to check the replies and see what's happening on Facebook with the new headlight. I think, people are charging anywhere from, I think, $60 up to $200 for a headlight. We'll find out. While I'm at it though, I might as well also look for that driver's side rear tail light, which is cracked because from people leaning on it, because it's a convenient spot for you to just kind of lean back on the car, and it breaks the headlight. So, all right, that's a lot of talking for this morning, and you already saw video for a lot of that, but I just want to lay it out and explain exactly what the process was. It was good troubleshooting, and Trevor, he was a big help for that. And he's worked a lot on his car. And what's the line from the commercial? He repeated it twice last night. We know a lot because we've seen a lot. Popping the hood, I went to the grocery store, and the interior dash light said warm. So yeah, it ran off some of the water. So let's put some water in, which clearly I can see. So cool, that'll help. Well, I got all kinds of things going on there, but I had to look up what that light is, not the sensor. That just means one of the headlights is out. But now I've got all kinds of lights on the dash. It's a Christmas tree. But new pump works for the windshield washer, so that's good news. Of course, the reason that light is on is because I took one of the headlights out. But I pulled the turn signal lamp bulb up so it's kind of visible. So if I do need to make a right turn, at least the front signal will be visible. I just hope I don't get pulled over because of the lack of the headlight being a diddle. And I'll just explain to him that my headlight's broken. This is my only car, and I have church choir, and I'm waiting for the part to arrive. That probably won't work, but a lot of people drive with only one headlight without getting pulled over. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that I do not. There it is. As we approach the church, it is Thursday night, as you know, as I mentioned it. Here we go. Time for choir. It is 7:04. My messing around with the car has made me late again. Always late. I can hear them. They started without me. Of course they did. Well, I just missed it. I tried to show you a beautiful tree, and I can never remember what the kind of tree it is that was blooming, but it was blooming and it looked really cool. I am almost to church for Duraflay Requiem rehearsal, and holy cow, the parking lot is full. What is going on other than this? I don't know. Ice machine. Autofiller doesn't work. All right, we are in the refectory. I don't think I've ever done any video like down here lately. Tour of the church. Elevator half. And here we are. So, what you're seeing on the right used to be the gym. And I had a lot of sweat and blood shed in there. That's the kitchen of the refectory. Now it's classrooms, and the choir room used to be down there. Bathrooms. Used to be a hallway back to locker rooms and showers. Apparently not a lot of people come down this way anymore because we're using it as storage, it looks like. All right, so I gotta get all the way back up and hit the restroom. And they're already rehearsing without me. But hey, I had to find ice water.